Hello. Okay, so I am back 5 years later. So before I begin, I want to apologize to you guys because I started this YouTube channel 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago actually, because I thought I was going to be a beauty guru or something. I don't know. I was just looking at all my old videos and they're all like reviews and it's all beauty stuff. However, my most popular video was my PMDD video. And you guys, I recorded that video one night when I was feeling crappy. And I'm like, I'm just going to share this with the world because if I'm going through this, I know there's so many other women that are struggling with this. So I recorded that video and it got a huge response. I got so many emails, so many comments, and I feel terrible because I just went MIA. That's not the email address I use, so I didn't see most of the messages, and I feel horrible. So horrible that I'm gonna go back through, because I got logged into that email address today, and into my comments, and reach out to you guys. Now, some of you may not care anymore because that was 5 years ago, but I do apologize for that. With that being said, I woke up this morning in a funk and I couldn't decide if it was a sugar funk or a PMDD funk. And I honestly don't know, because I don't know if my 2 weeks has kicked in. Now, as you guys all know, for me, I have mine's like 2 great weeks, 2 not so great weeks. That's how my PMDD kind of flow is. That hasn't changed. What has changed is I have gotten it, I can control it better, and I do that via exercise and my eating habits, and just really like with my mind telling myself that this is PMDD, and I've really learned to try to change my mindset around it, and that's helped a lot. But I still have bad days. Like, there's some things that I have a really hard time controlling, even when I'm trying to be quote unquote positive. Eating. I woke up this morning starving and I wanted to go to Sonic and get a breakfast burrito, tater tots, and a Coke Zero. But I didn't. I came home and I ate avocado toast and had water and my coffee. I have learned that if I can control what I eat, my PMDD symptoms aren't that bad. But the second I give in to those cravings, it's down the hill. And I get super moody. I don't want to work out. Like, it's a constant battle. I'm not going to lie, but I've learned to kind of navigate through it. So I still have PMDD. It doesn't go away, but I have to update you guys on 5 years. So let's see. Okay. I am married now, happily married to my best friend. I have come a long way from 5 years ago. I did a lot of self-help work, went on a self-love journey, whatever you want to call it, and I learned to accept myself and love myself and kind of figure out why I was the way that I was. Now, a lot of it did have to do with PMDD, but some of it didn't. But I am happily married now, and when I met my husband on date 3, it was 2 or 3, I told him about my PMDD. I'm like, look, before we take this any further, you need to know that I have this. And I explained it to him, and we're still together. We're married. And he's been amazing. He's learned to navigate, with me on this PMDD thing. He doesn't get offended. He doesn't take things personal. But lately it hasn't been that bad. What I notice now, like, my PMDD doesn't wreak havoc on my marriage. It wreaks havoc on my weight and my career, and some days my mindset. You guys, try starting a business, being an entrepreneur and a relationship coach, and have PMDD. Let me tell you, some days it is a struggle, because you guys know how it is. When you have PMDD, whatever's going on in your head, you believe it. You think that's what's going on. So there's some days where I wake up and I'm like, what am I doing? I don't know what to do with my business. Maybe I should have stayed in real estate. And I'm like really down on myself because my business isn't evolving as quickly as I'd like it to. And then I'm like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't do it. But then I realized, okay, that's PMDD talking. And I get my shit together. Like I coach myself and I get it together. The other thing is food. That's one thing I still struggle with. I have not figured out how to navigate this food thing, because for 2 weeks out of the month, I can eat completely clean, healthy, workout. And then the other 2 weeks, I'll have some healthy days, but I don't feel like working out. It takes everything I have to get me to the gym or Pilates. And it takes everything I have not to eat pizza, nachos, cheeseburgers, and drink Coke Zero. Like all that shit is so bad for you. And then sugar. Sometimes I get a craving for sugar. Now you guys, this is what I've learned. When you have PMDD, sugar is not your friend. Sugar is not my friend when I'm not in PMDD mode. When I eat sugar and I'm not in PMDD mode, the next day I have total PMDD symptoms. Like this morning, I went to a bunko party last night and I had this little mousse thing and something else that had sugar in it and wine, chocolate wine. This morning, I felt depressed, unmotivated, not wanting to go to the gym, quiet when my husband was asking me questions, just giving him one-word answers. So I couldn't figure out if it was the sugar or if it's PMDD. I honestly don't know when my 2 weeks kicks in, but it's one of the two. So I've discovered that sugar is not my friend, but here's the thing. When PMDD kicks in, it's hard to not eat it. So if I eat it and I'm on PMDD, that's a bad combo, like a terrible combo. So my newest update is if you have PMDD, sugar's not your friend. It's bad. It makes it worse. So what do I do to control it? Exercise. I try to walk when it's nice outside, like walking, running, and going to the gym. Pilates, when I did 1 month of Pilates straight, 5 days a week, I almost did not have any PMDD. Now, the problem is I went on a cruise and then I just had a hard time getting back on track. So I've had PMDD spells and I just lose motivation, lack of focus, brain fog. So I'm still trying to navigate it. And I have my husband who's amazing, and I talk to him about it. Like I tell him, look, I'm having a PMDD moment, and sometimes we talk about it and that feels better. So if you have PMDD, if you can, let your spouse know how you're feeling, because that's a huge help. But I've done a lot to really change the past 5 years. And for the most part, I've grown so much and I'm so different from that person that I used to be. The only downside is since 5 years ago, I've gained 30 pounds. So I think that's a combination of getting older and my PMDD and just not eating how I should. And when you're younger, your body's like, and kind of doesn't affect you as much. But after you hit 40, that's all over. So I'm still trying to figure that out, like how to eat healthy and get myself to the gym or Pilates during those 2 weeks of PMDD, because you guys, I'm not gonna lie, my weight bothers me. I am the size, I am bigger now than when I delivered all 3 of my kids. That's pretty bad. Like I weigh more than I did 9 months pregnant on the day of delivery. I am not proud of that, so that's something I'm still working on, and that's where PMDD still kicks my ass. It kicks my ass there, but I'm not going to give up. What else? I am all over the place. For those of you that don't know, if you're just tuning in and you don't know what PMDD is, go to my PMDD playlist and watch the video that I recorded back in 2013, because it's very detailed on what it is, how it affects you, how it affects your spouse and your kids. So that one's a lot more detailed, and I'll probably make another video with all that detail here soon. But for now, I just wanted to update you guys, let you know I'm back, and I mostly just wanted to apologize for creating a channel and then just disappearing. Oh, and then the other thing I'm doing, I think I told you guys I'm a relationship coach now. It's my passion. I'm no longer embarrassed about my past. I've learned that it's my past that is my training. Like, it's what led me to be a relationship coach. But anyway, with that being said, part of my issue, a big part of my life is PMDD. So now with my coaching, I am going to share my PMDD journey. Like, what's it like to be married with PMDD? What's it like to be an entrepreneur and have PMDD? What's it like to be a mom and have PMDD? Oh, my nail chipped. Oh, look at that. Anyway, so I'm going to start vlogging, and I don't know, call it PMDD Diaries. So I'm excited about that, and I am creating a Facebook group because I know that when you have PMDD, nobody else gets you. Nobody else understands you. Like, why can't you just be normal? Why can't you just be this? Get it under control. They don't get it. So I'm going to create a Facebook group today sometime for ladies that have PMDD, where we can interact, where we can talk to each other, where we can share ideas, where we can vent. I want it to be a safe place for you guys to be able to talk about that. So I'm really excited about that, and I am back. I am not going to abandon this channel this time. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and I will start vlogging probably starting tomorrow and post vlogs weekly to bi-weekly. I'm not sure yet, but I will get them posted. So anyway, thanks for not abandoning me if you're watching this and you subscribed 5 years ago. Like, you know, I appreciate you still being here, and you guys, I'm so sorry for ignoring all of those messages. I didn't purposely ignore you. You know, life happened, PMDD happened, and the YouTube channel was just, you know. Anyway, I am babbling. I'm a babbler. That's another thing I do. It's gotta be my 2 weeks, because I babble a lot and I lose focus. So I'm gonna shut up now. You guys, thanks for watching and have a good day.